privilege to officially launch this page on behalf of the party leader and the General Secretary and all Fijians whom we represent. Thank you. Colleagues, fellow parliamentarians and members of the opposition caucus, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, Bulvinaka, Namaste, and welcome to the opposition chambers. Thank you for this opportunity to address all of you. I am indeed delighted and of course grateful as well for the opportunity to engage not only with you, but of course to address our fellow Fijians after being appointed leader of the opposition a few days ago. We, as you all know, is still the largest party in cabinet, in parliament. And for that reason, we have a huge responsibility on our shoulders. If you recall, in our earlier contributions when we debated the President's address, we have commented on the transition that has taken place in December last year. We, as a responsible alternative government, we embraced the process that we have gone through. Although we are a young democracy, but we believe in the principles of democracy and good governance, and we, having done so much for our beloved Fiji, and of course without deviating from our core values and principles, we handed over government with all our faith and trust that the new government will continue in the work that we have started. Today, this is a new beginning, and I hope that we, as all responsible stakeholders, will take our responsibility seriously. First, let me speak about our role. We have a very, very critical role to play, particularly in the name of good governance, in the name of democratic principles and values. The opposition has a role to play. But I prefer to call ourselves the government in waiting or the alternative government, because that is the huge responsibility that we have. We have assured government that we will work with them when it comes to matters of national interest, and of course when it comes to matters that are of importance, particularly given the geopolitics and the developments that are taking place, not only locally, but regionally, and of course globally as well. For that, we, as the alternative government, again, will ensure that we keep government in check. We have gone through the first few 90+ days, and they are a few days short of the 100 days in which they are transitioning. There were some promises made. Some things have been done. We are monitoring this very closely. And of course, we will make appropriate comments if needed and when necessary. That is our responsibility. But working with government does not mean that we are going to deviate from our core values. We are not going to deviate from our principles. We are not going to deviate from our standards. We will ensure that we give government in check always and make sure that we also represent the majority of voters that voted for us. We will do that to the best of our ability and commitment. We are here as their representatives. We will represent them well. But for that representation, the media and all our stakeholders have a key role to play. This is a new direction that we are taking today. We are launching the Fiji First Parliamentary Chambers Facebook official page. Communication is important. Information is important. People need to be given timely information, correct information, so that we can do all our collective role to the expected standards that is required of us. Again, I plead with members of the media, we cannot do this without you. We've talked about our young democracy. Government has the right to govern. We, as the alternative government, as the opposition, we have a right to be heard. That is basics in any democracy. And for us to be heard, we cannot do it on our own. We need the media and we need all our friends and stakeholders.